This episode was previously recorded in front of an imaginary studio audience.
Time for fun, life, Friday!
Hey, all you night shatters out there, your old pal Little Skip coming back at you again. Happy Fun Night Friday! Yeah, I'm being joined here by my good friend and pal, Smiling Don. I really didn't think I'd see you this week, Smiling Don.
I didn't think I was gonna be here, Little Skip. After all that controversy and having to go through an inquisition and everything.
Yeah, I kind of heard a little bit about that, huh? So, they thought you tried to mail the, escort buoy and what was that?
Oh, you know what it was. It's the Green Skull Stiletto. They thought I had taken both of those knives and was trying to give them away on Skip's own show.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. So whatever happened with that?
Well, it turns out, after 2 hours of being investigated, I asked them the simple question, well, did you even see me on the security tapes?
Oh, really? I figured that would be the first thing they'd do is look at the security tapes.
Nope. Apparently humans aren't that smart.
Yeah, that's probably true. They don't always go for the obvious. So what happened?
Well, I asked them that question, and then they looked at me, and then they looked at each other, and then they looked back at me, and then they ran out of the room, and they came back in 20 minutes and said, okay, Smiling Don, I guess you're in the clear. Why don't you go on back to your cave?
Really? Not even an apology?
Well, they gave a pseudo-apology, and they said something about, I'm sorry, and we'll make sure we make it up to you, and then said something about getting me like a side of beef or something to chew on, so I guess they made it up to me.
That sounds pretty good. So what was the outcome, though?
Well, it turns out it was the new guy.
The new guy? You mean Rappy the Raptor? He looks like a nice enough guy.
Well, he claims it was just a practical joke, but they suspect that he's working for this guy named Boris from the, what's it called? The dino.cutlery.net.com.yeah. And he's like going around smuggling knives to this organization run by this Boris guy who's this Russian.
I have a feeling it was probably just a practical joke. They always look for the worst in people sometimes.
Yeah, you're probably right, but still, he does have those beady eyes.
That's true, and you can't really trust a dinosaur. You never know when they're gonna eat you.
That's true too, but then I'm a saber-toothed cat. You can't trust me either. If you smell good,
Anyway there, Smiling Don, what are we doing here today?
Well, I thought what we would do is make one of them Altoid tin survival kits for Skip for his birthday.
Altoid's tin survival kit. You mean one of those things with like some Band-Aids and a couple of fish hooks and some fishing line and maybe a little knife and stuff like that there?
Yeah, but I thought we'd make it for Skip instead because I can't picture Skip needing a fishing line or anything like that.
Well, what happens if he gets caught in the woods or something?
Well, between you and me, the only way Sid is ever going to get lost in the woods is if he doesn't pay his bookie Sid off and Sid hires somebody to take him out into the woods, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, and I don't think you'll need a survival kit then. No, most people don't survive in a shallow grave. That's true, very true. So what did you do instead? Well, I got things for Skip in case he kind of loses his wallet or something like that, and he's stuck out in the town for a weekend or something, and without anything with him. So basically, this is an urban survival kit. Well, sort of an urban survival kit, but really it's a Skip survival kit. It's the kind of thing Skip would need if he needed to survive for a day or two and didn't have his usual stuff on him. Oh, okay, I get it, but wait a minute. That's not an Altoids tin. Well, I couldn't find one, so I used a Bucky's mint tin instead. It's cotton candy. I thought, well, it's got some pretty colors on it, so maybe Skip will like the pretty colors. Yeah, and if you gave him a Altoids tin, he'd think you thought he had bad breath or something. Yeah, that's true, very true. So let's open her up. So what we got in here? Well, first off, I put in a whistle because Tobias always says, take a whistle with you everywhere you go. Yeah, we sure have heard that a lot. I just don't know what Skip's gonna do with a whistle. Well, he's got one just in case. What's this other thing you got over here? Well, I put a rubber chicken in there, a little rubber chicken. Why'd you put a rubber chicken in there? Why not? I had a rubber chicken, so I put it in there. I thought it was funny. Okay, I guess that's all right, a rubber chicken. And what's this? What's these two things up on top over there? Well, you know how Skip is always coughing, so I thought, why not throw in a couple cough drops? Well, that makes a lot of sense, a couple cough drops in there for Skip, but I think he's probably going to want something a little more than cough drops, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah, of course I know what you mean. That's why the next thing is his special medicine. I got a little flask in here with his special medicine. Oh yeah, now that's what we're talking about, a little flask. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I put a lot of thought in this. Well, maybe not with the rubber chicken, but I definitely put a lot of thought in there with that flask. And that's a big flask, man. If I were to drink all that, I would have a really good weekend. See, you got something else in here too that you gotta have in one of these survival kits, right? No matter how small it is, and no matter how many other knives you got on you, probably got a knife in your left pocket, knife in your right pocket, a knife in your back pocket, a knife in your boot, a knife around your neck, but for some reason, you still need a knife in your little Altoids tin. Yeah, that's what I figured. You know, you better put a knife in there, otherwise people are going to get mad at you. And so I figured what I was going to do is just grab one of those new knife chats with Tobias knives, and I put that in there. Hey, that's pretty nice. I could use one of those. Yeah, but I think right now it's probably something he's going to be given to members only or something. He might give them away in a giveaway or something like that, but I don't think they're for sale. Nah, probably not. Hey, what's this? What else you got there? Well, what do you think it is? Well, it looks like money. Well, yeah, wouldn't you? I figured, you know, if you're out, you probably need some money. If you had your wallet stolen and you still got your Altoids tin survival kit, it'd be a good thing to have some money in there, don't you think? Yeah, I guess that does make sense. What are they? It's a bunch of $2 bills. What do you think Skip is going to be at a stripper bar or something? No, if it was bunch of $1 bills I think Skip would be at a stripper bar. It's a bunch of $2 bills. I'm figuring he's going to be at the racetrack and he's going to need to make a bunch of bets. So I threw a bunch of $2 bills in there.
Oh yeah, that does make sense for Skip. Bunch of $2 bills. He loves them horses.
Yeah, so I thought, what the heck? Give him a bunch of $2 bills.
Now, wait a minute. This last one doesn't make any sense at all. That looks like a SMKW gift card.
Well, that's just for this video. See, I didn't want to put in... Well, I put the SMKW gift card in there because I couldn't show a real credit card online because somebody would take the information and steal it all. But yeah, I think a credit card would be a good thing to have, especially if it isn't already maxed out or something like that, you know, like most of Skip's credit cards. So like one of them $250 Visa gift cards or something like that. So once he blows all of his money at the tracks, he can find a cheap flop house to stay the night and grab some breakfast in the morning and make a phone call so he can get back to the Volcano Club.
That's some pretty smart thinking there, Smiling Don. That actually makes like a lot of sense for a Altoids 10 survivals kit for Skip DeSheau. I think that's what everybody needs to do with their Altoid 10 survival kits. They need to go out there and think about what they really need in an emergency from a day-to-day basis, and not that special emergency like they think they're going to be dropping off of an airplane crash in the Andes Mountains and they need to survive for 3 days with an Altoids 10.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too also there, Skip. You know, what do you really need? You know, what would be a good backup to have with you? Not, because how often do you really need to go fishing? When you could just get a credit card or have a little cash on you and drop by a nearby diner and get some real food.
Good point. Very good point. Anyway, what do you say, Smiling Don? You think we should wrap things up?
Yeah, we might as well, I guess, there, Skip. You know what? I think I'm going to take a couple of these $2 bills, though. I'm going over to the OTB and try and make a bet or two. I think I'm going to take this knife, too. And the rubber chicken. You know what? Skip doesn't need all this.
Smiling Don, sometimes you exasperate me. On the bright side, I still got the flask. So, bottoms up, everybody. Happy Fun Knife Friday. All right. There you have it, all you knife chatters. Been your old pal, Skip DeSheau. Another Fun Knife Friday in the books. Remember, if your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong. Skip out.
If your knife's not fun, you're doing it wrong, and Skip out are registered trademarks of Skip DeSheau Enterprises. This has been a Cat Production presentation. All rights reserved.